Good day, and thank you for tuning in. Some crazy times. Some crazy times calls for some crazy drugs. And there's some crazy drugs out there these days. Now, I don't do drugs recreationally. I'm definitely a professional. I love narcotics. I remember when drugs were safe. I don't do hard drugs, but I really go extremely hard on the soft drugs. I've partied like it's 1999 since 1999. And some narcotics I do consume are prescription too. And some of them are even my prescription. There's people alive today, not as old. Obviously, there's people alive today not as old as my buzz on. But there are people alive today old enough to legally get a buzz on that are not as old as my buzz on. It was about 20 years ago. Dad gave me some advice. He said, "Son, you can party for 4 years and suffer the rest of your life. Or fuck us. Fuck us, binoculars, fuck us. Fuck us for 4 years and live good the rest of your life." Well, see, I had ADHD, and all I got from that bit of advice that he gave me was, "Son, you can party for 4 years and live good the rest of your life." I just partied and lived good for the rest of my life. Here I am 20 years later, still partying. Another piece of advice my dad gave me: "Only an idiot argues with an idiot." Meaning, if you think somebody's an idiot and you're arguing with that person, who is the real idiot? Second piece of advice. Now, I might not be the best catch. More like the IKEA brand of boyfriends. I look great on the showroom floor, but I definitely come disassembled. Kind of top heavy. Might be too soon for that one. But also, the shelf life, the stability of this product is about 2 years. And now, and the other reason why I'm like an IKEA brand of boyfriend is every girl I've ever dated always found a better version of me after they already had me. So, I'd like to tell you a story now. We usually get 5 to 7 minutes. And what I want to tell you is the story about how I met my girlfriend's husband. So, I met this girl, dated this girl for a little while, didn't know much about this girl. This girl didn't speak English, hardly any English. I didn't speak hardly any French. We did the Google Translate thing. We were trying to get along. It was just beautiful. I joked about getting a mail or a bride. Here we are. She catfished me, big time. I met her, danced with her, took her out to dinner, wined and dined her for a couple weeks, and then I go, after a date, I had her out for a couple hours. I go, and there's two cars parked next to each other, 3 spots, 2 cars parked next to each other, and a third spot. The third spot is empty. I pull into that third spot. Her car is parked next in the middle, so she hops out of my car, jumps in her car, omniscient to ignorant to everything going around her, pulls out, takes off. Doesn't go very far. The gentleman in the third car over, which now there is a spot empty where she pulled out, and my spot. The guy stared at her with a death stare as she pulls pulls off a little bit, and I stare at him in the same way, like, "What the hell are you looking at, punk? What's she looking at, boy?" Something like that. And he'd be like back, like looking at me the same way. So he hops out of his car, jumps around his car, comes to my windows. "You know her?" I say, "Yeah, of course I know her. She's a friend of mine. What's your problem?" He says, "That's my wife. And these are her kids. Kids, come here, kids." A couple kids pop out of the back of the seat, come over to the thing. "Is that your mom just drove over?" "Yeah, that's my mommy." So this guy looks like he's going to blow up. He had a gun, he would have shot me right there on the spot. Instantly, as soon as he said, "I'm her husband, that's my wife, these are my kids," I looked at him, I said, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm her gay friend, Mike." "Can't believe she didn't tell you about me." "Well, I gotta go. See ya. Have a good day." And at that time, she pulls back in and was like, "Oh, what's happening? What's going on?" I was like, "Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day." And that was a story about how I met my ex-girlfriend's husband.